Hey, and welcome back to Pacific Northwest Wreckage. I'm Christian, and just first and foremost, wanted to welcome all my new viewers and subscribers. I've been pretty blown away with the surge in popularity or just viewership over the last couple of weeks, and I didn't know going in if these things were going to be useful for people, I'm really just humbled and happy to hear that it is. So this particular video will be about whether or not you should pay the additional money to get the Cargo View camera in your new truck. Bit of a change from the usual. Normally it's just me in here, but today I have my co-pilot, Jace the Gnome, and he's kind of a quiet guy, doesn't like to wear his seatbelt, but we'll just let him participate for now. He gets kind of angry if we don't. So the center high mount stop lamp with Cargo View camera, as Ram likes to call it, because it is apparently in their game plan to make everything sound super fancy, has a few benefits to it that I think Ram really should be advertising, and they don't. Number one, I think it looks a lot better, especially with the theme of this truck, which is more of a subdued black and gray. It's got a silver and black theme rather than the stock or base model third brake light, which has a red beam, kind of like rectangle in the middle for your third brake light, and then two white bars, one on either side of it, that sort of scatter light in no particular direction, but are not entirely useless. So one of the things I would encourage you to consider is getting this option in conjunction with the LED bed lighting, which is mounted by your tailgate. That option is a $145 option, and the center high mount stop lamp with Cargo View camera, or the Cargo View camera, as I will call it for the rest of the video, is a $345 option. So all said and done, if you get those two things together, you're looking at just shy of $500 for a pretty cool camera that looks into your bed, and additional lighting for you to be able to not have to work in the dark. The older I get, the more I realize that I really need to have a lot of light in terms of like knowing exactly what's going on and like just being able to work comfortably. So the Cargo View camera is pretty neat. I think it's a little bit of a novelty, but even if you took away the camera, I still think this is a pretty good option. You have 2 rows of LEDs, 6 on top that are red, and those are obviously for the third brake light, and 4 on bottom, 2 on either side of the camera that are white and shine or angled directly down into the bed. And I think it eliminates sort of this blind spot that happened where if you did have cargo in your bed and you were looking at, kind of all sides of it, with the LED bed lighting, you get a really nice view of the back of it, but it really didn't cast enough light into the front and was blocked by the cargo. The just stock brake light also has, doesn't really shine light in any particular direction. It does help a little bit, but it was just never really bright enough for me when I was working on stuff in the bed. So I think this solves that problem as well. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm driving down the road, if I have something in the bed that I need to not lose, I get a little paranoid about whether or not it's still where I left it. Now, if I have a passenger in the back to confirm whether or not it's there, that's great. I don't always have that, and you can't really see into your bed from your rear view mirror. So being able to just press a button and see that it's still there, just kind of nice peace of mind. And I know that's kind of a dumb reason to, get a $350 option, but for whatever it's worth, that's one of the reasons why I got it. It's also kind of cool because you can toggle back and forth between your reverse camera or your backup camera and your cargo camera on the same screen. That's new for the last 2 years, I believe. I think in the past, if you had this option, Ram put your reverse camera in a little screen in your rear view mirror, and then put the cargo camera on your Uconnect. That seems a bit backward for me in terms of like what you're actually using your backup camera for and what you're actually using your cargo camera for, but they've remedied that now, and there's just a toggle switch or toggle button to go back and forth between the two. The cargo camera is actually on my row of shortcuts on my Uconnect screen, and it's there because sometimes it's just fun to click on it and see what it looks like driving down the road, but also just at a glance knowing that my cargo is still where I left it. You can also toggle from that screen to your rear view or backup camera and to your cargo camera, and that's fun in places like the car wash. And not everybody takes their truck through the car wash, and I totally get that, but I'm lazy, and if you've ever washed one of these things by hand, you'll realize there is a lot of surface area on these. So I take mine through the car wash. My local car wash does a really, really bad job, but they're kind of the only show in town and the surrounding area. So here's a video of what that actually looks like. And I'll just leave that running because it's kind of interesting. And better than just looking at, well, maybe you can't see the river behind here. Anyway, hopefully it doesn't cover up Jace. I want to make sure that he's featured in this. So it's, again, about a $500 combo of options in terms of you being able to illuminate your bed very well and have that cargo camera and have a third brake light that, again, in my opinion, I think looks a lot better. So do I think that in the grand scheme of things, is this a must-have option? Absolutely not. I mean, if you're looking at $500 for lights and a camera, I think that's a bit of a steep price for what it is. But again, if you're going through and trying to build your perfect truck, or if you're shopping around and wanting to know if that's an option that you should be looking for or trying to avoid, hopefully this is of some assistance. If you guys have any other questions about this particular option, please leave it in the comment section, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I appreciate all of the support and feedback, and I will see you guys on the next one.